The mill was built back in 1897 by the J.B. Fassett Company to mill ore for silver and gold.
You cannot tell the story of Colorado's mountains without telling the story of Colorado's mining industry.
This would be an economic benefit to the mining companies to be able to mill their own ore rather than pay somebody else to do it.
Remnants of this rich mining history dot the landscape throughout Colorado's mountain towns.
The building itself adapted with different milling technologies. New equipment was brought in, wings were added.
The Paris Mill in Alma, Colorado stands out as a gem among those remnants.
You can see the belt here. This is one of the most intact belts.
Inside, time has stopped, and that suits Park County's preservation manager just fine.
I was astounded, both by just the building's sheer scale, as well as its overall historic integrity. Having the building maintain so much of the original equipment is a rarity, as well as the overall building condition.
The Paris Mill was listed on Colorado's Most Endangered Places list in 2004.
I was a little surprised it was still standing. It was in kind of a rough spot, missing a large section of roof, and it was kind of sliding down the mountain with the mountain sliding into it behind it. It looked like an overwhelming amount of work to save it.
Large projects like this require big plans.
Preservation projects are always a labor of love. They take a long time, a lot of phases. You need a really good team, really good support. Obviously, you need to find funding somewhere.
Park County purchased the mill site and surrounding land in 2009, providing a much-needed boost.
Especially on a site like this where it's more remote, you really need a committed group of people who's familiar with the project and familiar with the site and can kind of go from one phase to the next phase and keep it going continuously.
Environmental crews cleaned up the mine waste on the site. Volunteers set their sights on the mill itself.
So we started with the west wing and then moved to the south wing, and now we just finished the east wing.
In order to better weatherproof the building, we actually had to reconstruct the window jambs.
We've kind of been spiraling in towards the center of the building, which is obviously still a bit of a challenging area.
The view is amazing. I love it every time I come up here.
Seeing each piece come together gives you kind of hope for the next piece.
Our overall goal for that is to finally allow for tours of the building through a guided tour. You can see those ball mills. The cylinders would be turning with these gears, and finally let the public see all the amazing work and actually finally enjoy this living history of the mill.
Those involved say seeing the public enjoy this revived space makes the hard work worthwhile.
Perseverance wins out for preservation every time.